myself in isolation. So I've sent somebody shopping and I have everything I need to make some red velvet cupcakes from a Weight Watchers recipe. So let's have a look and see how we do it. So in a large bowl I'm going to add 60 grams of low fat spread and 125 grams of caster sugar. And using a electric hand mixer, I'm going to whisk these together until it becomes pale and fluffy. Okay, that looks good to me. So next we're going to add 1 egg. Then we're going to whisk this in until it's combined. Next we're going to sift in 10 grams of cocoa powder, and add a level teaspoon of vanilla extract. Go. And then the recipe says to add 15 grams of red food colour gel, which looks like that but in red, but that is the only thing that I couldn't find. So I've just got some red natural food colouring, and I've looked at some other recipes and some say a teaspoon and some say 3 tablespoons. So I have no idea how much to put in. So I think we'll just start with a teaspoon, and if we need more we'll add more. So there's a teaspoon in there. And then we're going to beat this until it's combined. Well, that certainly doesn't look red, so I'm going to add some more. I think maybe another 2 teaspoons. Now let's take a look. Well, that certainly does look a bit redder. Next up I have 100 grams of natural fat-free yogurt, and I'm going to add half of this to the mixture. And then I'm going to whisk that in. And then I have 150 grams of plain flour, and I'm going to sift in half of that. Let's try way. And then we're going to whisk that in. And then we're going to add the rest of the yogurt. And then the rest of the flour. Now this still looks quite brown rather than red, so I'm going to add a bit more food colouring. I think maybe the 3 tablespoons was a good guess. So that's another 3 teaspoons I've added. About as red as I'm going to get it. So the last things to add is half a teaspoon of bicarbonate soda, and half a teaspoon of white wine vinegar. And then we're just going to beat these in as well. Right, so that's everything done. Now it should be at a dropping consistency, so that's quite thick. So I've got 2 tablespoons of milk, so I'm just going to pour some of that in and whisk that in. Check it again. There, that's better. So I put about half of that in. Right, and now we're ready to fill the cases. Okay, so I have a muffin tray lined with 12 cases, and we're just going to pour this mix in to each case. Okay, there we go. So we've got the oven at 180, and these are going to go in for 20 minutes. Okay, let's have a look what we've got. There we go. They do look quite dark. test. Yep, they're cooked all the way through. So they still look quite dark, so I'm thinking 3 tablespoons is probably about right for the natural red. But I'm going to let these cool down for a couple of minutes and then transfer them to a wire rack, and then we'll leave them to cool down completely, and then we will decorate them. Okay, so the cupcakes have cooled, and now what we want to do is to take a small spoon and just dig out a well in the centre. Just like that. You can see it's not very red in there, but never mind. So we cut out a well in each of these. Right, once that's done, you want to save all the bits off the top, and we get a small grater, and we're just going to grate this so that it goes into really fine, so that we can sprinkle it on top. There we go, I think that will be plenty, so I can have a little taste. It tastes good so far. So now I just need to make the cream cheese frosting. So I've got 150 grams of low fat cream cheese, like Philadelphia. And to that I'm going to add 75 grams of 0% fat Greek yogurt. There we go. And we're going to add 1 tablespoon of icing sugar. And another level teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then we're just going to mix this all together. Okay, that's finally smooth. And then the instructions say to swirl this over the top, so I'm not sure if we need a piping bag or not, but we'll fill the hole and kind of swirl it round. Right, that looks alright. I'm going to finish these off. Right, and the last thing to do to finish it off, come back with those grated bits of cake, and we're just going to sprinkle some over. There we go, and you just have to use your imagination and believe that they are red. Right, okay, so I have already tasted the filling, and that is nice. Let's see what it's like with the frosting on top, if I can get it open. Here we go. That's definitely good. It's a shame that the red didn't come out in it, but I couldn't get the right ingredients, so I gave it a go. I think they need to go in the fridge to get the frosting to firm up, but apart from that, they're really nice. So I'm going to enjoy this. I'm on my own, so I'm probably going to eat all of them. Oh dear. Never mind, keep experimenting, have fun, and I'll see you next time. Bye!